Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we bring you everything and anything as it concerns the gen.
Wait. How is it possible for us to talk about everything and
Laura,
anything?
please, not today. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. My name is David, and like you already can see here,
the bane of his existence,
the troublemaker, the stubborn.
Hi guys, my name is Laura.
Yeah, they know.
And I know David has to see me coming.
They know. Welcome, guys.
Thank you,
welcome,
don't mention.
welcome. And today we are going to be talking about something really, really interesting. We're going to rub minds and, just give it to you hot. What are we talking about?
Okay.
Accountability. What is it? What exactly is accountability? It refers to the obligation to explain and justify one's actions, decisions, and their consequences.
Well, it also involves being responsible for one's behavior, performance, and outcomes, and being transparent and answerable to others.
Yeah. Key aspects of accountability, there are quite a number, but first off is responsibility, taking ownership of one's actions and decisions.
Take responsibility. Transparency, that is openly sharing information and reasoning behind actions.
Yeah, and there's another one, answerability, being willing to explain and justify actions to others.
Well, we can go on and on and on and on. But David has to be answerable to me.
Why?
Because David is owing me.
Owing you what?
He needs to take responsibility.
I never remember. I don't remember telling you.
David.
We're in a world where women want men to die. So what do you want from me again?
Wait, of course. But David, you told me.
You say now, of course.
Wait, you told me.
Please.
You told me.
Welcome to the show, guys. Accountability. We are not alone.
David, you need to be accountable for the
my
things
right.
you say. Oh
we have Ejiro in the house. Thank you for being here.
And to my left, we have the star of the show.
Yeah, really. You can see that again. I never knew until now.
Put your hands together for Mr. Cyril.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah,
thank you.
We're very honored to have you in our midst today.
Yeah, thank you.
I heard you took a flight to get here today. I'm so...
Laura, I go open ground for you. God will help us.
Yeah, so inshallah.
Amen. So accountability.
Yes.
Is it a strange word or a word we run from in our generation to start with? I don't want to start with you, Mr. Cyril.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
It's fine. it's fine.
Yes. Accountability. What comes to mind when you hear the word for you? I know you're a very shy person, but
he's actually cool. Like,
did you get
there's this
sweet
aura.
It's not you.
Aura for aura.
You're giving. Let me digress a bit. I don't know if you saw Shrek. You saw Puss in Boots. You know him.
Yes.
You know that eyes it gives when he wants to mesmerize the people that are trying to kill him, and they just cannot. You are giving that vibe. Or let me not put words in your mouth. Accountability.
When it comes to accountability,
Yeah.
it means owning up to something for me.
Okay.
I have to own up to something. So being accountable for many things in my life. Example. Like I'm into sports now.
Okay.
Sports life, I'm accountable to it. So anything and everything that happens in it, I own it. I have
It's your full chest.
It's my full
Oh,
chest.
I don't know.
Your
I
chest
don't know.
is
For
not
me, I
actually
don't quite. You might have to break that down. You are into sports and you are accountable to sport.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I get him.
Explain, please, mouthpiece.
Like, you're saying that you're into this thing and you're accountable to it. Like every decision you make concerning this thing that involves sporting, you are accountable for it.
Exactly.
Like, probably you're into sports now, but you go and do something that you're not supposed to do. And then you get injured and it affects your this thing.
So every decision you make as it relates to your passion for sport, you are going to be
accountable for it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I understand him. Like me right now, I'm also like very accountable for my work.
Okay.
Because like I know my voice is very, very special to me.
Yeah.
So if I go,
don't remind me that I said so.
yeah, but if I go and do something that I know that, oh, this might make me have sore throats tomorrow,
okay,
that's me not being accountable.
Oh,
because I know that.
Okay, I think I like the angle you're coming from.
Yes, yes.
So more like being responsible. It's like we're not running away from that word.
Of course, with accountability comes responsibility. Because for you to be accountable for something, you have to take responsibility. If I say, oh, I've decided that, oh, I want to be this it girl, I have to take responsibility for my decision, which is doing everything within my power to make sure that's this thing I want to do.
Such that you can be held accountable for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like we live in, you know, like I've seen like we have this shift in ideology from the millennials to the Gen Z. They feel like the younger people, we are not accountable. Like
you get that a lot.
Yes, I know that I need a job and I go and apply for this job and let's say they invite me for an interview and I don't dress well to the interview. And then they will now come online and be saying, one Gen Z came for interview today. She was not probably.
Dressing is not one of those things that they come online to make noise.
No, they say lots of things.
No,
they say a lot of things
that happens or they say is, okay, this one might hit home. The one that I say, there is traffic. I'm not going to come up today. You know that kind of thing. And they say that in their own time. They are going to.
Did you see the one that woman said, our NYSC intern just told us that he will not be coming because his dad told him not to come because transporting himself, he has to take boats to come to
I know, right? There is that. It is actually very popular.
You know, like, so they're not saying we don't know how to take accountability.
That we still have our thumbs in our mouth.
Yeah, so what do you think about that?
Defend us.
About what?
Gen Z not taking accountability.
Is it that millennials are blowing it out of proportion?
Yes.
Or,
like you know, so I think that every generation borrows sense from the one it succeeded.
Okay.
I'm glad that I'm like that big generation. I was in SS3 when GSM came on board.
Okay.
So I saw life as somebody who used to go to the post office to post letters and take letters. Yes,
I did
it. I did it. Then it was in our generation you could just start traveling to somebody's place without knowing whether the person will be around or not.
Travel blind.
Yes, travel blind. Then it was a big thing back in the day when yes. So we sort of maybe
come my house.
Maybe
if I open that door.
So that what you're saying is there was the possibility of traveling when you reach there, maybe blessing no day. After 4 hours
of course. Or
what if you go at the wrong time
of traveling? Yes, now.
So what happens?
Well,
the neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors, or you may just your uncle comes to visit you once in 10 or 15 years, and then tells you his wife passed, his other son has traveled, and everything. And you may just see those people once in a lifetime or twice in a lifetime. And I grew up in a city that was divided, that had a waterway parting from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
But anytime you went to Port Harcourt, it was like you were
in the city.
Yes, you were like, this is you know that sort of thing. But now you can be here and with an SMS you're in Australia.
I just
you can do
that your analogy. I was in Ireland this morning, Dublin.
Good.
Now, my friend called me on my way here.
Yes, in Ireland. Now we were around 2007 or 8 when they started talking about video calling. And it looked like it was going to be a world beater when it finally came. So you can make phone call and be busy person.
See the person.
Today we do those things. You see, now I think that bridge that exists now in communication, in communication, where you can pass message across that speed and that fast, is because in our time, if you didn't go to work because of some flimsy reason, you're not sure that by the time you go back to that same office,
you won't meet a
they work with so but now you see, because you can just make a phone call, you can just, so we're not really communicating even deeply. There's a lot of talk going on. Where even communication depth is lacking. For example,
I feel that
if I won't be able to come to work,
I feel that
I won't send an SMS saying I won't come. That's how to communicate it. No. I would say, because of so and so, whatever reasons, I may not be able to come to work today. And I think you should know. The person has to give me a reply saying, you are permitted not to come.
Oh.
Yeah, it can't just be, I won't come to work today because of this. And
boss,
seriously,
I'm not coming to work
and
today.
you know, and I get those SMSs all the time. I'm like, this would
I didn't know. Thank God I paid attention. I mean, I didn't see me.
You know what I mean? So, but I have to be honest with you. I've worked with Gen Z's a bit. The way we conform culturally. Okay,
we stubborn.
No, no. The way we conform culturally, like your dad is talking to you, there are ways you don't move around when your father is talking. You stand, or your boss is
body language.
Yes, a lot of that has actually
been doing. We lost it.
Yes, you know why? Because even we too carried a bit of rebellion from the past generation. So the generation are only taking from where we left off.
Okay, it's like a circle.
Yes, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Our parents didn't parent us with mobile technology. We're doing it today. So those people who are seeing us do, you know, there's this sense in which, so for example, I mean, just give a very good, somebody you've not spoken to in a week, in a month. We're talking to your father on the phone. It's like, finally, I can get, you know, yes, sir. But today you can talk to you can make that phone call per second. So that weight that comes with, I'm talking to a superior, has like, yes, and the Gen Zs and the General Alphas are seeing us in that sort of like fair, you know, for them to take it to another level entirely. Now bringing back to what's it called?
Accountability.
To accountability. I don't think I see people this talk about anything let's let him go and do. We didn't see a lot of that in our own. You may feel that way. You may think that way.
Express it.
But you see, so that you are accountable for a lot of people is even like, do you want to imprison me? Do you want to tell me who I am?
I'm not going to lie. It sounds like it too.
But that's what
Exactly.
it sounds like. I should
It
be able
sounds
to
like
make
it
my
too.
decisions.
See.
Why do I have to be
See.
accountable to
There
anybody?
are times, so for example, there are things you couldn't do, right? There are shoes, my dad had a whole room full of his shoes, and maybe 3 or 4 more rooms full of his clothes. When he wanted to dress in a certain way, he would take a shade of that shoe, maybe if it was native, he won't wear the stockings, just socks, just the shoe, then the native wear on it. If you wanted to wear dress formal, you now wear socks and everything. The Gen Zs.
You've turned it upside down.
What is it? They're asking, which book is it written?
But exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
Who said you could?
Who said?
So
I don't really know who said.
anything that will tie them down to conform norms and
Of
notions
course.
is a serious problem.
To add to it, the question of accountability, yes. Let me bring it to the place of spiritual growth and everything. It's something I can relate to a lot. As a result of growing up in the faith, it got to a time where accountability is safety.
Yes, it is.
It is safety. But I ran from it when it was introduced to me in the place of having a pastor. There is the having a pastor that, you growing up, you're in a church and the congregation is 400, 500 and you have a pastor. Going to school, there is a fellowship and the congregation is whatever number. And in this particular fellowship, there is a pastor in charge of, say, 10, 15, 20 people. So he is present in your life. I didn't like it.
Okay.
The idea of...
What was the reason? Like, why didn't you just...
It didn't agree with me. I felt like you said, it describes it so perfectly. It looked like a prison to me. Like, you are taking the liberty of the faith. That's how it sounded in my head. But it was later I got to understand that being accountable in this day and age, especially as it concerns your spiritual growth, it is as essential as it gets.
I don't think it's just spiritual growth though.
No, I'm just saying.
I get
aspect,
you, but I'm just saying that I feel like accountability is something that everybody needs to have.
Yes.
Because actually we live in a society where people don't like to be accountable. You know that
people is me.
I am people is me too. But like, you know that I did something to this person. And I know that, okay, my actions hurt this person. And I'm supposed to take like accountability for my actions. Responsibility, like, okay, I should go and apologize to this person.
It's where that is coming from.
But let me tell you, I've had like, since last year, I had like a major shift in ideology because I followed this woman on Instagram, and every time she's always talking about being accountable as an adult. No, just yes. She just randomly posts like maybe something is trending, and she'll come and drop her two cents, like, oh, I just feel like people don't like to take responsibility for their actions. Yeah, so because of that, I became very conscious of it. Like, I know that, oh, I'm supposed to take responsibility for something I did, maybe apologize, maybe go an extra mile to try to fix it. But that's something a lot of people lack. Yes, people know that, oh, I offended this person. But if not like that, may everybody just go.
It takes intentional effort.
Yeah,
you have to think about it and know. You don't just think it's going to happen that, well, sorry.
Yeah, but that's also where accountability comes in.
Yeah.
That's intentionality is you also being telling myself that, oh, now me actually mess up. I should probably reach out to this person. Yes, apologize. But like a lot of people run away from accountability. And it's not just in our personal lives. It's like the way we treat people, the way we talk. Like, you can just be online and one person from nowhere will just...
See, in recent times, that online where you go, I've seen some things online, and I think I understand why they want to regulate social media. I'm not kidding, no. I tweeted it the other day that I think I get it now. People are probably, say like mourning a very serious issue, and this person will just come and say, the person that died is so beautiful. Or the person, one very insensitive, out of pocket statement.
Oh, yeah.
And you try to tell the person that, guy, what's in the top? And you say, come beat me now.
See, the thing I've noticed about this people online, social media, like you said, it can be a serious case. Like this Christiana case
that happened, yeah.
Exactly what you said. Someone said that thing. I'm like, this is not the time to catch cruise.
Yeah, we call it cruise.
People,
that bless your heart.
Instead of facing responsibility, people use cruise to
Where do we draw the line? I like where you took us to. One thing we use or we have abused, I don't know if Mr. Cyril, you spend that much time online, is cruise. Someone will come and I will post a picture of myself and the person will say, why you post? We don't like to see monkey on Sundays. And you
people actually do that.
You feel, why would you say that? What? And is cruise, what's wrong with you?
So the thing, what I can say about that is,
and that was the list of examples. Things are more serious than that. Before you talk anything, they don't shout cruise. Everybody they shout now cruise.
You know, in a way, Twitter is like the mob that has gone intellectual with lynching. If you know what I mean. In one breath, Twitter feels like X feels like it's a mob. X feels like it's a library. X feels like, but it's highly elitist anyway.
And very addictive.
Yes. Very
addictive.
And that's where I'm going now. My personal use of social media is this. Somehow, I have determined what my life should be like, where I'm going, what I want to become, and everything like that. And beyond the usefulness of social media in supporting where I'm going, I don't need it. And I said that, yes, I said that very advisedly. When people just scroll up and start watching skits. I don't even watch skits. So if you're mentioning all these tech talk and so, I've heard the names, but if I say I'm for it, I'm not going to. Okay. When I want to maybe feel a bit lighter and just calm down, I recently downloaded the game on my phone. I never used to do those things. But I just downloaded the game, so I play it sometimes to just ease up, just to calm. But that I was so because this is a trivial. The lighter side of things, if I need it, maybe, but on my own, I don't think I will. If you check my history on YouTube, they are very serious and everything. Because for me, it's not my continued learning process. Okay, so that's by the way. Then over to the people. Even for you, in a way, you're talking about encountering that woman, right? But again, as we age, our tastes, the things that we look out for, you could have seen that 5 years ago, and you would have feared maybe she was talking something out of it. But yes, and that's why I'm not so bothered about the Gen Z, whatever thing. Life has a way of maturing us time. When as we grow and as we, do you know that if we went back to the age of the Einsteins and of the what was that man's name, Isaac Newton's, we are living in serious rebellion. Do you know that women are becoming presidents? Women are becoming so highly educated.
Women are voting.
Up Femco.
You know what I mean? The women are even voting. Is what? It's a taboo.
The person
even in Bible times, a woman's word couldn't stand in a court. She couldn't come to court as a witness. Yes, but today a lot of those things have shifted. And are we better or worse off? I think we're better off.
We are.
So for me, the Gen Zs are not a threat. All what needs to happen is that some kind of shift has to happen. And in this regard, government, maybe churches, and some people have a role to play, because we must save civilization. And to that extent, those yes,
we're already losing that.
We are held back.
Well, I have a case. You have people who walk into a room and they feel like they don't need to greet people. It's an African thing. When you walk into a place, you. Do
you understand? I find it absolutely. These are things we should probably bring to our audience.
You are accountable to the age you've come to now. At 16, at 17, at 18, you walk in.
Basic etiquette.
And you say because you're what? And some people it's a burden.
And when you talk to them about, they don't want to be accountable. I wasn't talking.
That's also where the accountability comes in, because some people don't even want to take accountability. Like they're calling out your BS. And your own is, nobody you go tell me it's not.
You will
not tell me how I will live my life.
Yeah. Oh, let's go there. Just because I came does not mean that you.
I wish I could pick up my phone now and just search the phrase, no be you and see how many tweets will come. Growing up, Mr. Cyril, growing up, I am the second born. I have an elder brother and a younger brother. So me being in the middle, when they want to run around, my younger brother is too small, who understand? My other brother is big, you are the perfect. So on weekends, on Saturdays, I used to go, let Pepe come back, buy this, come back, do this, come back. I'm very good. My female friends, if they are watching now, they will confirm. They prefer to send me to the market. I am efficient in the market because of how I grew up. But any type of market, I'm very efficient. So where I'm going is, those days in the morning when I wake up, if it's park I want to do in the morning, I'm going to the other street. So when I go down, our house, my flat was at the back, and downstairs was, one apartment. There were quite many downstairs. So they come out to where we pass, the walkway. Every mother is washing for the family weekend. When I leave, when I'm going to buy something, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. When I come back, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. When I go, okay, we need fish now. This time is stock fish you should buy. Go back. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It got to a time they always used to look at me. You have greeted before. Thank you. Stop it. But for me, the passing an adult and staying quiet.
Just sit with you,
it will just feel. Are you okay?
It's already automatic.
So this woman might complain. Their own complaining there was, Otikiwa, that you have tried. Then I'll now be shy someone and go. The other time I have to consciously hold myself not to say good morning. Sometimes when I'm coming back calculating the change or something, I've already said good morning. Before I realize this woman will just tell me that what's my problem. So that level of that value system, yes. The fact that it is going is paining me.
I think that we're having like a serious decline.
It is hurtful.
Values. Like you could, like when you know that something is wrong, like somebody comes online, just posts one thing, And then I'm like, home training where?
Do you get?
Like what? Because there are things that you know that, oh no, I know that we're all trying to be liberal, but there are things I know that I cannot put
Before
this
you
online.
tell me
Do
wetin
you
happen.
get? But when you start telling them, oh, like people that actually want to talk, because me, I feel like, oh, because I'm a Gen Z too, I might not want anybody to tell me what to do with my life, so I'm not going to tell you, oh, this thing you're wearing is not good. But some persons might want to point it out, and next thing you start saying, my body, my choice.
This is my dad.
You can't tell me how to dress. You can't tell me how to. And then
It's a problem.
maybe one time something else happens. Somebody uses that picture that you post to make fun of you or to say something really hurtful. And then you see the person starts gaslighting you like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But you posted the picture. You posting that picture. You should take accountability that, oh, I gave you the sword to use against me. So that's you taking it. But these people, they will not still take accountability for their actions. To be honest, yeah.
Exactly what you said. Is this particular girl on X? She wore pink. Like she just wore pink and she just like.
Oh, I remember that this popular air brand eventually jumped on it.
Yeah. I know.
Don't give them a bad.
Don't give the name.
I just felt when I saw the comments, the girl doesn't.
They ate her up, vomited, they ate her again. Then I was like, Jesus.
You just be like, who trained you? Who raised you?
First of all, the idea of this, I looked at the picture and I was like, okay, this girl might not be a model.
Yeah.
Your societal standard of a runway model. But she's not someone I would in a million years call ugly.
She's not even
ugly, bro.
That's
She's
my
not
point.
ugly. I think
But
there's the issue of this herd mentality on X as well.
That's what I said it was the more.
Yes.
Yes.
If somebody says, if you notice, there's something that somebody will post. When the post is still fresh, you'll be seeing people saying no, or they'll be supporting, or they'll be disagreeing. Maybe a popular account just quotes that with something that's
different from they will follow.
Before you know it, everybody's now saying, oh, it's true. I'll be like,
We need to do a lot of
what
talking.
is going on? Like, what happened to common
we need
sense?
to
You
do a lot
cannot
of
think
talking.
for yourself.
One thing me and my friend said in the hostel amongst ourselves that we're like, there are some things that we did as children that if we continue with this nonchalant lifestyle of not being accountable and losing everything, especially as far as values are concerned, we might lose it and our children won't enjoy it. There are people today that you will call, I will call, and most of other people will call, and they will leave what they are doing to come to your aid.
Yes.
Ask how they knew each other. They lived in the same compound. And they were, there was one time I saw this family, they were doing something, and this person that was calling the shots for this with so much authority was wondering, when did they give birth to that one? Who is it? They say it was in the same compound they grew up when they were younger, and all of them, they didn't leave until they grow. So this one now, they don't come as visitors. They come with that authority, they correct, they instruct, they invest into
each other.
that communal, it is strong. We growing up,
No.
Christmas,
This our
we collect
generation.
rice, we give rice.
Wait,
Collect rice,
let me shock
give
you people.
rice.
So you know it's in this
That
our
was-
generation that they started saying, oh, my brother's children are not my children.
Do you
Oh.
get?
Those are to borrow by the Felix was those are satanic. Let me tell you.
But
this.
that's
See,
As we wrap up, sir, just your
there's nothing wrong with somebody saying, I would have loved to do this, but my father, my uncle, my pastor, my mentor,
yes.
my friends may not like me doing it,
Yes.
or wouldn't expect that I do things like this.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't do it. That doesn't reduce you. It doesn't mean that you may not even do it later.
It doesn't mean that you don't have a mind of your own.
A mind of your own either. There was a time.
Laura, I like you too.
This Laura, she's giving some good vibes. She's giving de-Lauralized vibes. She's giving vibes that are very on Laura.
I think I will look forward to de-Lauralize Laura.
De-Lauralize further. So, I remember that at Man United Football Club, when Rooney, he was going bad.
Yes.
and he wanted to do hair implant or something.
Transplant.
So I recall reading, I was in university, 100 or 20 level. I remember him, the story in which, they quoted him as saying that he had discussed with his teammates that he wanted to fill up the bald spot. And because I was young, I wondered, I said, why does he need to tell them before he would go and fill up the... But you see, the thing is this, it's important. People that you are connected with one way or the other are also connected to others. And there are things that could negatively rub off on them. So people know that this guy is going bad, okay? But if even they suddenly saw him come to the pitch one day with, he has
head of hair.
And perhaps it even blew.
Like my own.
They will be as surprised as his fans will be. And when the fans begin to say, who is this? Who is that? The thing will affect even the team. So they're about to be on the whole team.
The synergy.
So we can't come to that point where you are living what the political science is called I me alone is just you, yourself.
It's the West. I blame the West.
We all live, we all live. I mean, and this is likely an African thing. We are accountable to one.
It takes a village.
Yes, and
it takes a village.
That is a safer way to save our values and our culture than just wanting to live your own. You can't continue that path. One day, you realize that.
All right, take it on.
All right, so that is the very essence of our topic today.
For today.
Yes. We should be accountable.
Yeah.
You should take responsibility for your
what
actions.
You said about
Thank you.
Mr. Sarah.
Thank you for coming. It's an absolute pleasure having you guys here today. It's good to rub minds together.
I know, right? Especially with demoralized Laura. It's beautiful.
All right, so yes, thank you for coming to today's segment or edition of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. We always talk about tomorrow. We talk about you, talk about me, talk about us, talk about everything that relates to us. So see you another time.
From us down, it's Papa.
Yes. Bye.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.